I am Mayor Frank Ciordas of the great city of Pembroke Pines. In the past year, our city has grown. We continue to thrive as a great city. In fact, we've been recognized the best place to raise a family and the happiest place in South Florida. Let me now turn this over to our staff, who work so hard to ensure that our city remains the best place for all of you to live, work, and play. To give you a brief summary of all of the great special efforts we make each day for you, our residents and businesses.
I am Charlie Dodge, City Manager of Pembroke Pines. I also have the administrative responsibility for our municipally owned and operated Pembroke Pines charter school system. Let me stress, however, that we are incredibly proud of all of our schools throughout the city, which serve over 27,000 children in Pembroke Pines. The quality of education in our city is very important to us. Pembroke Pines has 14 traditional public schools, our 7 A-rated city charter schools, and 11 other charter schools, most of which are considered top-rated. It is one of the reasons that our city is recognized as being the best place to live and the best place to raise a family. We hold an unwavering commitment to academic excellence, educational equity, hire the most dedicated teachers and administration, and ensure a world-class education for all of our students. In addition to taking the lead in providing quality education, we continue to take every step possible to ensure that our students are safe. In addition to reviewing and updating security systems in our charter school system through our IT department, we utilized experienced, sworn, full-time police officers as school resource officers that follow the same schedule as our teachers in all of our schools. We have one full-time SRO in every traditional and charter school, and depending on the size of the school, there may be 2 SROs on site. Education excellence and school safety will always remain top priorities. A thriving business community, responsible and well-managed growth, offering residents access to a variety of housing and lifestyle options, outstanding outdoor recreation and art and culture opportunities, and providing a safe, healthy, and inclusive community continue to be the top priorities for our city and for residents of all ages. We continue to grow and are building a great future for our city. We are very proud that once again, Pembroke Pines was named as a top place to raise a family in Florida. We came in 33 in a new study by financial website Wallet Hub in its best and worst places to raise a family report, making our city the highest ranking city in the state. This good news is on the heels of Pembroke Pines also being named the happiest place in South Florida. I'd like to end by thanking all of our staff, the backbone of the city, who help keep things running, our many community volunteers, and those who are dedicated to making the city of Pembroke Pines strong, a great place to live and be happy.
I'm John Cooper. I'm an engineer with the City Utility Department, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the state of our water utility. I'd like to report, first of all, that the city water plant continues to put out very high quality drinking water. Every day the plant puts out enough water for 160,000 people, and every day then you take a drink out of your faucet or you turn on your shower, you're getting very high quality drinking water. And every one of you residents will have that water flowing through your water meter. And so today I have with me my friend George Morgado. George is a utility specialist with the city, and one of the things that George does is he works with residents regarding questions about their meters. In fact, you may recognize George because he often goes directly to the home to help answer questions. George, you got some toys with you today.
Yes, sir.
I understand that these days the city is changing out the old style meter to the new style meter. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference?
Sure. Well, here we have the old style meter where it's a dial reader. Then over here on this one, this is the Pro Coder. This is our new updated water meter. It's just as accurate. It's also analog, but it has a computer chip.
Right, okay.
Okay, it sends out a signal through this antenna,
Okay.
okay, which is connected to the top of the meter box.
It's on the top of the meter box.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
And it goes, once the meter reader's walking through the neighborhood,
Uh-huh.
he has this handheld device and it picks up the reading for that property.
And I understand that comes with a really nice advantage.
Well, the total advantage is that if the customer has any consumption issues, we can actually pull a data report which shows the history as accurate to the point where we can actually know what consumption is going on within the hour.
Right, and that is a big advantage if you're a homeowner and you have a very strange water bill. This is a great example of some of the data that comes from this new style meter. You can see here this resident had pretty decent consumption, then all of a sudden, whammo, he has a really big spike. This data enables us to narrow down to the hour when that leak occurred so that the homeowner will be able to make good judgments on how to get it fixed, hire a plumber, and so forth. And George, I know that you guys are changing out, I think, 1,500 meters a year.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of meters, and
Yes, sir.
you guys are doing a great job. I really appreciate it. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you.
me today.
Thank you.
All right. I'm here with David Himes. David is our supervisor of the meter department. He works for Jacobs Company. Jacobs is the vendor that the city uses to read all our meters and do a lot of other great things here around the city. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Mr. John.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to me. Today we're talking about the state of the city, and I want to interview you about the water meters. You guys do a phenomenal job of reading, I think, something like 43,000 meters every month. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Currently, we're at 43,800 plus meters, and of course, growing every day. And we thank you for the opportunity.
Well, certainly you're welcome. You guys do a terrific job, and one of the ways we know that is we measure how accurate the meter reading is done. And I heard an incredible statistic the other day that you guys have less than 1% of meter reading errors. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, sir. Just like anything else, there are human errors. We are below 1%, and of course, we're proud of that and getting even better every day.
That's outstanding. One of the things that I hear from time to time is the meter can't be read because the lens is not readable. Don't you guys have a way of working around that?
Yes, sir. So a lot of times we get customers that do say that they can't read the meter, and what they're doing is they're taking a cloth and they're trying to wipe it off, whether it's with water or whether it's just wiping it off with a dry cloth. One thing that we practice is using a water bottle, and we squirt the water on top of the glass, and it acts as if it is a contact lens. And what that does is it helps for the guys to be able to read the meter reading.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's great. Oftentimes we have trouble getting to the meter. Maybe there's a car parked over it or stuff like that. What can citizens do to help get their meters read efficiently? What can we do to help you as residents?
Yes, sir. So we definitely pride ourselves in making sure that we don't inconvenience anyone, and we don't want the customers inconvenienced at all. So we just ask if they can do us a favor and just be careful that they don't park over the meter box or around the meter box, which would keep us from being able to read it effectively. If they can also to be able to clean out the meter box, a lot of time there's a lot of dirt in the meter box because when it rains, that dirt goes back, it gets washed back into the meter box. And our guys, when they go out, they're trying to push that dirt to the side so they can be able to retrieve the read. If the customers are able to help us by getting some of that dirt out of the box at least once a month, that helps us out tremendously to be able to get to that read with no problem.
Okay, so the big items are don't park over the meter,
Yes, sir.
and if you can think of it and you're mowing the yard or what have you, it'd be a good idea to get that excess dirt out of the meter box that washes in with the rain and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're saying.
And no pet snakes in the meter
No
boxes
snakes.
either.
Okay, gotcha. One last thing. Do the meter readers have the previous reading with them? Are they able to know what the previous reading with or not?
That's a good question, Mr. John. A lot of people, they ask, a lot of customers, they want to know, well, do you know what the previous read is? When the guys go out, they use a handheld device, and the only thing that they have in that handheld device is the account number, the meter number, and the address.
Ah.
And once they put that meter reading in from what they can actually see,
Right.
then it prompts them to go to the next actual meter to be able to read it in sequence.
Okay, so
Yes,
they
sir.
don't know what the previous
No,
reading
sir,
is.
they have
Okay.
no idea at all.
Fair enough.
And
All
of
right.
course, they read 500 plus meters a day.
Yes.
So that would be very difficult for
Okay,
them.
well, you guys are doing a great job.
Yes,
We
sir.
really appreciate your dedication to the city and your accuracy, and you do keep up the good work.
We appreciate the
Okay.
encouragement. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you.
right.
Well, I'm now here with Brian Walsh. Brian is our Assistant Customer Service Manager. Some of you may recognize Brian. He goes to people's homes every day, folks that have concerns and questions about their water bill. Brian will jump in his car and go straight out and see you and try to work it out. But that's just one of the ways, Brian, that customers can reach out to the city. I was impressed to hear that the city processes about 3,500 inquiries per month. So people make inquiries over different means, through the website and the phone calls and stuff. Tell us a little bit about all these different ways the city can help people.
Well, one is the city website, which is our www.ppines.com, and there you can actually view your water bill. You can pay your water bill there as well. You can sign up for email water bills to track your consumption if you don't want the paper bills in the mail. You can also sign up for automatic funds transfer, which is AFT. It's auto pay. So that way you can always keep track of when you're paying it, so you don't have any issues there. And also on our website, we do have helpful tips for detecting leaks as well.
Oh, that's great. And tell me, what would happen on a typical call for you? You get a call from a customer who's their bill has gone up and it's unexplained, and you might go out to their home, and what would you do for them?
Typically we get a call for, let's say, high consumption, unusual consumption. What I'll do is we call a leak assessment. I'll go out there and check the property. First I'll check the meter and see if there's movement on the leak detector on the meter itself, and then I'll check the outside spigots to see if there's any running water there. There's a test we can do from the meter box to the house. We'll turn the house valve off to see if there's a leak in between the meter and the house. We'll also go inside the house and we'll check the toilet, see if maybe a flapper is not closing properly, or the pump and it's overfilling. Those are some things that can make your bill very high. Sometimes a running toilet alone, it can run up to 30,000 gallons a month or more.
Oh my gosh.
We'll give our suggestions on what you should fix. Sometimes you may need a professional plumber to come out, and we would recommend a professional to come out and fix it.
Right.
And then in that case, we do offer credits as well. We can offer a sewer credit if there is a leak that didn't go down the sewer for lost water. We also have a pool credit. If you had to fix your pool and you did a fully drain and a fully fill, we do offer that as well. And then we do offer payment arrangements as well to help with the bill.
Well, that's great. Well, I'm here now with Melinda Majeri. Melinda is our customer service manager.
Hi, John.
And Melinda's been with the city for, congratulations, almost 30 years, I understand.
Thank you.
Many years in customer service.
Many years.
And I just wanted to ask you a few questions. You know, I see a lot of people coming in and out. I heard that we process about 3,500 inquiries a month.
Absolutely.
And just tell us, how many folks do we have doing customer service out there?
In the customer service office collectively, we've got about 8 customer service representatives and 3 cashiers, because we do also have a walk-in facility here to pay your bill if you choose to do it in person.
Okay, they can pay in person and they can come in with questions and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right, and what are the hours of the lobby here? Every day, or?
We're open from 7 to 5:45 Monday through Thursday. We're closed on Fridays. So here to help, which kind of helps for people who may have to go to work. We're here early.
Right.
And for people who may have to work until X time, we're here a little bit later. So
Okay.
it seems to accommodate because customers come in here to set up new service, as
Right.
well as customer inquiries or making payments.
Okay, Right, okay. And what would happen if it's not in that window of time and somebody can't get here? Can they get to the customer service via the website, or what happens after hours?
For after hours, we do have a dedicated phone line with a call center. So if there's a after hours emergency utility concern, they can call. That number is posted on our website as well as on the utility bills. The after hours number is there. They can also, for general questions, they can always visit the city's website, and we have a lot of information: how to set up a new service, how to read a water bill, how to maybe detect for leaks if they're having some concerns about high consumption. They can always visit the website for that general information as well.
Great, great. Well, listen, you guys are doing a great job. It's not an easy job. You work very hard to help the customers understand their bills, get their bills paid every day, all day, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We're here to help. Anytime they have any concerns, that's what we're here for.
Right on. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Brian Spector, and I handle public and media relations for the city's Office of Communications. In everything we do, the City of Pembroke Pines believes in making sure our residents and businesses are safe, informed, and connected to what is happening in the city. This is why it is important that you receive accurate, effective, and timely communication from your city. Our communications team, composed of experienced professionals, assist in making sure that everyone in the city has the information they need and want quickly and through a variety of ways. The cornerstone of providing information remains our website at ppines.com, which is constantly updated. This should be your first stop in searching for information, downloading forms, and discovering what programs, activities, and events are taking place in your community. For those less technologically savvy, there is a short tutorial on the City YouTube page that explains how to use it, answer any questions you may have, and make it as easy as possible to use for everyone. In time of an emergency or hurricane, for example, this is the place to go for critical information. We do, however, encourage everyone to check out the Pembroke Pines prepared sections before a possible emergency. We have created special sections under Living in Pines to address not only hurricane preparedness, but also snake safety and youth mental health issues. Through the website, you can also register for Code Red, a telephone notification system, or Notify Me, which will send you emails and text messages for alerts. Through our bi-monthly newspaper, City Connect, which is mailed to all residents and businesses throughout the city, posted online and found in key locations, we provide information about events, programs, and activities, as well as educational information about a variety of topics that affect your quality of life here in Pembroke Pines, from code compliance and water conservation tips to the best way to landscape and prepare for a hurricane. There is a bilingual section in the newspaper, and it's translated in its entirety in Spanish on the city's website. Please like or follow our social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Nextdoor, and YouTube. In addition to the city's social media, our Pembroke Pines Fire Rescue and Police Departments also have social media pages. All of these will help keep you informed about what is happening, give alerts, feature photos, and share videos. You can also watch the city programs on Pines Media Television, on Comcast's Channel 78, and on UVerse Channel 99, where key information and city meetings are shared. We are in constant contact with our local and regional media, sharing upcoming events and information so everyone is informed through as many channels as possible. We are always interested in hearing about what you'd like to share and any story ideas you may have, so please feel free to be in touch with us. Information today comes at you from every angle 24/7. We want to make sure that information you receive from the City of Pembroke Pines is not white noise, but rather what you need from your city during a crisis or an emergency, to discover fun things to do, learn about interesting topics, handle accounts, ask a question, get in touch with the mayor, your commissioners, or a city department, or watch a city meeting. Communication, however, is a two-way street. We encourage you to use as many of the city's communication tools to keep in touch with us, and we will continue to keep in touch with you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Chung, Finance Director for the City of Pembroke Pines. First and foremost, let me reassure you that the city continues to be in a strong financial position, having a high quality bond rating and healthy levels of fund balance reserves, which can be used in the event of emergencies, such as our most recent hurricane in 2017. Throughout this presentation, you will have heard and will hear from various departments on what accomplishments have been made and perhaps even new projects that will be undertaken in the future in order to improve service levels to our community. But these projects don't just happen in a vacuum. They require significant financial resources that you, our residents and business community, have entrusted to us. I can assure you that the city remains completely committed to achieving both financial excellence and full financial transparency, and you can find all of our detailed monthly and annual financial reports on our website. But I'm sure that many of you are wondering, what will happen to my property taxes this year? Well, property taxes are an extremely important source of revenue for the city. In fact, it accounts for approximately 1/3 of the revenues of the general fund, which is the city's main operating fund. This revenue supports essential services such as police, rescue, parks, cultural arts, recreation, and community services, to name a few. Your property taxes are a function of two things: the taxable value of your property and the millage rate adopted by the city and other taxing authorities. As a result of the strong real estate market and economic conditions within the city, total taxable values have increased by 7.5% and are currently at $13.5 billion. From the graph being shown, you can see that it has taken 10 years for the city to regain the values we had prior to the Great Recession of 2008. The recovery, along with prudent management of financial resources, will enable the city to maintain an operating millage rate of 5.6736 mils for a fourth consecutive year. In fact, the 2019-2020 aggregate proposed millage of 6.12 is the lowest rate since fiscal year 2010-2011. Property owners will only pay an increase in property tax to the city if there is growth in their taxable value. It is interesting to note that approximately 5%, or 2,600 residential properties, have a zero taxable value and will not pay any property taxes to the city. The proposed fire residential assessment rate for 2019-2020 is $282.38, an increase of $10.64 for the year, which amounts to less than 3 cents per day. This slight increase is necessary to cover the increased cost of providing fire services, as well as the increased number of residential calls that the city's fire department has had to respond to. The city will be adopting its 2019-2020 budget this September, and we will be conducting additional budget workshops as well as 2 budget hearings in September prior to adoption. We continue to encourage your involvement in this process and welcome your suggestions and ideas to ensure a better tomorrow and a sustainable future for the City of Pembroke Pines.
Hello, I am Michael Stam Jr., Director of the Planning and Economic Development Department. I am speaking to you today from inside one of our newest residential development projects, Pines Garden at City Center. The project being built by the Terra Group is the final residential project being constructed as part of our City Center development. City Center is a master planned 165-acre mixed-use development anchored by the Charles F. Dodge City Center facility, featuring commercial and residential uses in a live, work, play environment. The development of projects like City Center are one of the core functions of the city's Planning and Economic Development Department. My team is responsible for many areas, including housing programs, landscaping, current and long-range planning, zoning, as well as economic development. We also work with other city departments on permitting and transportation-related projects. In 2014, the City Commission adopted our Economic Development Strategic Plan, which outlined how the city would approach development. Since its adoption, staff has worked to implement the plan, including upcoming revisions to our zoning code and diversification of our local economy. We have encouraged the development of new office and industrial projects, in addition to new housing opportunities in proximity to places of commerce. One of these projects is the Edison, being developed by the TPA Group. When completed, this project will provide over 345,000 square feet of environmentally friendly Class A office space in proximity to new residential and commercial venues. The project provides new destinations for corporate headquarters looking to call Pembroke Pines home. Another project helping to diversify our economy is the South Florida Distribution Center. This development is on the site of the former women's prison, which the city bought, entitled, and then sold. The project is being developed by Core 5 and Helms Development and will feature 750,000 square feet of new industrial space, providing new employment opportunities and tax base for our community. The first building has been completed and construction has just begun on building number 2. Additional industrial development is also occurring at the Bergeron Park of Commerce and the Sheridan Palms Business Park, further increasing our industrial assets. In the medical sector, Memorial Healthcare System has completed their 1,500 space parking garage to complement their new bed tower and graduate medical school facility. The city's expanded healthcare sector is providing essential facilities that support our residents as well as create new high-paying jobs in our community. Residents may have also noticed that the demolition has begun of the former United States Postal Distribution Facility located at the southeast corner of Dykes Road and Pines Boulevard. Once the demolition is complete, a new mixed-use development will be constructed. This project was facilitated by the city to prevent less than desirable uses coming to the city and also to grow our tax base. Throughout the city, residential property values have continued to rise. This sector has been led by new home sales in the Raintree, Central Falls, Chapel Grove, and Deer Creek communities. Additional infill residential construction projects by Lennar and the Terra Group should also be underway in early 2020, increasing our residential inventory. Speaking of 2020, in March of 2020, our community will be asked to complete their census forms. The 2020 U.S. Census will be the most efficient census ever conducted. Residents will be able to complete and submit their forms online, through the mail, or over the telephone. The information on the forms will provide essential statistical data that will be used for apportionment, revitalization, and emergency preparedness. The city needs every person to complete their forms accurately, including every person in their household. Every uncounted person costs the City of Pembroke Pines thousands of dollars in federal funding for roads, schools, and emergency services. Remember, your census information is safe and secure. The Census Bureau cannot release any identifiable information about individuals, households, or businesses, even to law enforcement. The city encourages you to complete your forms accurately and quickly so that the City of Pembroke Pines has the most complete count possible. Your participation in the census is crucial to our success. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Matthew Kevert, and I am the Director of the Technology Services Department for the City of Pembroke Pines. The Technology Services Department offers a very unique role for the city in that it services and supports core business functions to all city departments, as well as Pembroke Pines charter schools. Our department has had a very busy and productive year advancing technology solutions throughout the city in both infrastructure and software. We started a massive project in the 5 charter school campuses. This project will be a comprehensive overhaul of each campus's existing network infrastructure, including the recabling of the entire campus, new phones, clocks, speakers, and the installation of new security cameras. There will also be a complete replacement of their existing intercom, paging, and scheduling and emergency alert systems. When the scope of this project for the 5 campuses is complete, it will give the Pembroke Pines Charter Schools a single unified and incorporated system, allowing for seamless integration from one campus to another. The academic village is complete as of now. The West and FSU campuses will be completed in the next couple of months, and the East and Central campuses to be completed in the summer of 2020. We continue to enhance and make improvements to our city's website to better serve the residents of Pembroke Pines. This year we added a technology called AudioEye. AudioEye focuses on the digital accessibility and provides the means needed for access to the digital world. You will notice on the city's website a new icon referred to as the man in blue. From that icon, you will be able to access various usability tools, for example, Reader. Reader enables visitors to the city's website to easily customize the visual display of the page based on their preference to more efficiently read and consume information. You can do things like adjust the font to your liking or adjust the color contrast. AudioEye will work in the background and continue to monitor our website, identify issues of accessibility, and resolve them immediately. We've also begun the rollout of virtual desktop infrastructure, VDI. With VDI, we are able to provide centrally managed desktops to users that allows them to work as if they were connected to the city's network from anywhere, anytime, and on practically any device with an internet connection. Having this central control also provides more security than a traditional desktop environment. Finally, of all the work we have going on in the Technology Services Department, the biggest project we recently started is the implementation of our Enterprise Resource Planning software, ERP for short. Over the past year, a team of employees assisted the procurement department to recommend the selection of ERP software from Tyler Technologies. Tyler Technologies ERP is a collection of software modules designed to integrate the city's business processes into a unified software system. Processes such as finance, payroll, human resources, utility billing, and many other core functions of the cities currently operate as a separate software program. The goal of the ERP is to have as many of these business processes to function under one software system to create greater efficiencies in how we provide service to our residents. Just last month, we had our first kickoff meeting to get this project started. The implementation of this project will be about 3 years. Everybody in City Hall is very committed to this investment of our technology and looking forward to sharing the results with our residents in the future. As always, the goal and mission of the Technology Services Department is to provide the City of Pembroke Pines with a true advantage by facilitating innovative and creative technology solutions that will enable the city departments to continuously provide our residents with the highest level of service.
My name is Carl Kennedy. I'm the city engineer for Pembroke Pines. It's been a busy year again for our engineering division, which strives to provide you with the most durable, functional, and efficient infrastructure and services possible. We perform plan review, permitting, inspection, final approval, and acceptance of all engineering projects related to water and sewer infrastructure, paving, and drainage systems being constructed within the city. We are continuously inspecting the new underground infrastructure, such as water and storm drain piping, as well as at-grade infrastructure, such as paving and drainage. There is work being performed on the commercial and residential products all the way from US 27 to Pines Village. You may have noticed that we completed resurfacing of Northwest 178th Avenue and Northwest 17th Street to 184th Avenue. A contract was just awarded to resurface Southwest 136th and 129th Aves south of Pines Boulevard. We're also resurfacing Washington Street just west of City Hall, and Pembroke Road west of Flamingo to the south entrance to Century Village. We are also completing resurfacing of the Lakeside Key neighborhood as part of this contract. We have added to next year's proposed budget the following resurfacing projects: Southwest 145th Ave from 5th to Pembroke Road, Dykes Road from Northwest 12th to Northwest 15th Street, the Westview neighborhood between Douglas University, Johnson, and Pines Boulevard, Northwest 97th Ave, Taft to Sheraton, as well as Northwest 19th Street, Northwest 18th Street, Northwest 20th Street, Northwest 18th Place, 104th Avenue, 104th Terrace, 105th Avenue, and Northwest 117th Place. We also review site plans for projects within the city. Design engineer for those projects is responsible for assuring the project meets all American with Disabilities Act, or ADA, and traffic safety regulations. We check for compliance with city codes and assist the developers with meeting or exceeding those codes or regulations. Another intersection of the city has been bid and the contract awarded for widening and adding additional turn lanes at Dykes and Sheridan. Construction should start within the next few months. The Pembroke Road widening project from Silver Shores to Dykes is nearly complete. A wall was installed on both sides of the road, along with widening to 4 lanes. This project is expected to be complete in 3 months. We have added to next year's proposed budget a street lighting study. We expect to obtain recommendations on the minimum lighting standards, pole placement, and LED retrofits. Thank you for your patience when work is being done in your neighborhood, and we look forward to a great rest of 2019.
Hello, my name is Jay Schechter, and I am the Director of Community Services. 2019 is proving to be an amazing year at the center, with over 500 people a day participating in the many activities we offer. From fitness to friendship, you can find what you're looking for at the Carl Schechter Southwest Focal Point. Yoga, Zumba, strength training, and self-defense classes are only some of the physical fitness classes that you will find as you explore the endless opportunities that the center offers. Some 20 recreational classes like pottery, drawing, and computer classes will challenge you to reinvent yourself. The center offers a wide variety of social services as well, as one-on-one counseling, support groups, and educational forums. These services are free and confidential to adults 60 years of age and older. No transportation? No problem, as the Southwest Focal Point offers several options from door-to-door services to the center, doctor's appointments, grocery shopping, banks, and more. The community shuttle bus is accessible throughout the city and is available and free to all riders. The center is also proud of its various partnerships, from AARP and the many classes they offer, like safe driving and free tax preparation, to Easter Seals, which provides love, care, and respect to our clients in the Daycare Alzheimer's Center. The city continues to be a leader in community programming, as this year we have offered a new program and partnership with Illuminate Heart, an organization dedicated to the growth, dignity, and hope for young adults with special needs. The center is undergoing a major renovation this year with a fresh new look and complete paint job, and a total upgrade and remodeling of the pool and parking lot that will allow for an additional 75 parking spaces. The center is ready to be your go-to place for fun. The housing division also falls under the direction of Community Services and is dedicated to providing affordable housing to the residents of Pembroke Pines. With almost 1,000 apartments built and managed by the city, we continue to set the example for other municipalities to follow. The Howard C. Foreman campus is another example of the City of Pembroke Pines' commitment to the residents and the future. With its campus being 100% occupied and a $10 million private renovation of the largest building on the property, the Foreman campus will offer an economic boom, as it'll bring 175 new jobs and continued economic growth as it continues to offer services such as the Motor Vehicle Department, the Ninninger Nursing Home, Studio 18 Art Center, the Water Department, and the Public Works Headquarters, all within reach for Pembroke Pines residents. 2019 is an amazing year so far, and with the city's 60-year anniversary coming in 2020, the future is wide open. Come find your center at our center, the Carl Schechter Southwest Focal Point Community Center.
Hello, I'm Chief Kip Shimpano of our police department. I would like to take this opportunity to discuss our services and a few accomplishments over the last year. Our department is comprised of over 400 employees working as either sworn police officers or in critical civilian support roles. The department operates out of 3 facilities, which include the police headquarters, the West District Station, as well as our state-of-the-art training facility and firearms training range. The department is fully accredited by the Commission for Florida Law Enforcement Accreditation, and the process of reaccreditation is ongoing every year. The police department utilizes numerous operational investigative units to fulfill its mission of public safety, crime deterrence, and criminal investigation. The men and women of our police department are the most important resource I am entrusted with, and together they produce amazing and innovative results each and every day. Let me first discuss our crime statistics here in Pembroke Pines. In 2018, our department provided service on 83,621 calls. We had a reduction in violent crime, which included nearly a 13% decrease in robberies. The overall property crime rate decreased as well, and this includes items such as theft of motor vehicles, which decreased 22.6%, as well as residential and commercial burglaries, which decreased 35.7%. It's very important to have crime prevention strategies to lessen the chance of becoming a victim, and our department regularly promotes such strategies as lock it or lose it, to remind the community to please remove items of value from within their vehicles and lock the doors. Please contact our Community Affairs Unit on the many crime prevention programs we offer to our community. Comparing our combined violent crime and property crime from 2017 to 2018, we have seen overall a 9.9% decrease. Violent crimes decreased overall by 3.5%, and property crimes by 11.7%. The department investigated 3,647 index crimes and had 2,095 arrests during the year. Finally, the department recovered over $3.1 million in stolen property in 2018. Beyond the great work of our patrol division, the backbone of any police department, our department has many specialized units to provide excellent service to our community, some of which I would like to highlight here. An important quality of life topic in any community is traffic concerns. We are very responsive in addressing these concerns with our smart speed trailers, our video messaging trailers, numerous educational and enforcement programs. In addition to the division's regular patrol, enforcement, and accident investigation responsibilities, they addressed numerous traffic concerns from the community. Please give us a call if you have traffic concerns in your neighborhood. We also have an outstanding training unit to provide state-of-the-art training for the men and women of our police department. The unit operates a state-of-the-art facility consisting of classrooms, digital interactive simulation training room, defensive tactics room, and an expansive outdoor firearms training facility with a close quarter training building. Our emergency management unit works in conjunction with the city's emergency management director and is well prepared to address critical incidents such as hurricane events and other emergency situations. Our school resource officer unit, in partnership with school administrators, is dedicated to the safety of students and school personnel on their respective campuses. Consisting of 29 school resource officers, 2 SRO supervisors, and 1 sergeant, together they work to enhance school safety, deliver educational programs, and promote positive interaction with the students and faculty alike. In Pembroke Pines, we have a school resource officer at all of our traditional Broward County public schools, city charter schools, Somerset Academy, as well as Broward College's South Campus. We regularly conduct school security assessments and continue to provide recurring active shooter training at the schools. We also have established a threat assessment team that identifies and responds to student threats to commit violence. This team determines the seriousness of the threat and takes action to protect potential victims or locations. The team also works with the school and family to identify underlying problems or conflicts that may have caused the threat. Our animal assistance program reunites lost dogs with their owners and finds new homes for other dogs in partnership with Pooches and Pines, a nonprofit organization. In 2018, the program received care of approximately 150 animals and have worked to reunite or rehome approximately 1,900 animals since its inception. Our Office of Communications disseminates real-time information to the community as it relates to public safety, traffic, crime, and other matters related to the police department. Through this office, the police department utilizes many social media platforms and traditional media outlets to keep our citizens informed of both critical and community involvement events. Our Community Affairs Unit works in partnership with our community to provide many services to include crime prevention security surveys, citizen police academies, community on patrol, and our community emergency response team. They also coordinate the many events our department participates in with our community, such as school career days, the Coffee with a Cop program, the Student of the Month program, and Pines Night Out. For more information on obtaining a security survey for your home or business, please call the Community Affairs Unit to speak with a team member. Our Victim Advocate Unit is a highly skilled team that provides services to the victims of tragic events, including being the victim of a criminal act. In addition, they work tirelessly to help address mental health and substance abuse issues in our community. Our SWAT team is comprised of highly trained officers to address high-risk threats, such as active shooters and barricaded subjects. In addition to their training, the team incorporates SWAT medics and is equipped with specialized equipment and technology to further enhance their level of effectiveness and safety. Our crisis response team is a group of skilled hostage negotiators that also assist with critical incident stress debriefings. These debriefings are conducted with our police officers, support personnel, and members of the public when they have been exposed to critical or traumatic events. Our investigations division encompasses a variety of units that work together to solve both major and minor criminal cases. Some of these units include robbery homicide, the Special Victims Unit, economic crimes, general crimes, crime analysis, the forensics unit, and our crime scene unit. Our burglary suppression team is a unit of detectives that are proactive on the identification, surveillance, and apprehension of subjects involved in residential burglaries and other criminal offenses. The team has been critical in the overall reduction of residential burglaries in 2018. In 2018, our department continued to expand the use of technology to increase our effectiveness in public safety and crime prevention. We continue to expand our highly effective automated license plate reader program, which has resulted in the recovery of numerous stolen and wanted vehicles, as well as assisted in the rapid recovery of an endangered missing person. Our department has also equipped nearly all of our uniformed police officers with body-worn cameras to help ensure transparency, accountability, and evidence collection. The remaining uniform officers will be equipped this year. In addition, all of our operational police officers have been issued rifle-grade ballistic shields to better protect themselves and others in high-risk situations such as active shooters, barricaded subjects, and other situations involving an elevated risk of danger. Additionally, our department has added unmanned aircraft systems, commonly referred to as drones, to assist in limited situations. Operated by our FAA licensed pilots, these aircraft will assist our personnel with incidents such as search and rescue operations, assisting in locating missing endangered children and adults, locating fleeing suspects or escaped prisoners, and improve our disaster response. The men and women of the Pembroke Pines Police Department are proud to serve our community, and I encourage you to stay informed by following us on social media, joining the next Citizen Police Academy class, becoming a volunteer, or simply interacting with our great people.
Hello, I'm Larry Diaco and I am the administrator of our Code Compliance Unit. Code Compliance Unit is assigned to the Police Department and has assigned to it 2 Code Compliance Supervisors, 10 Code Compliance Officers, and 3 Administrative Clerical Specialists. The mission of the Code Compliance Unit is to provide a quality of life in our community that will foster the desire to live, work, and raise a family in the City of Pembroke Pines. This mission is accomplished by enforcing the Code of Ordinances, which were created to uphold the health, safety, and welfare of our community through prompt voluntary compliance. Code officers are assigned to a commissioned district, and their schedule allows for coverage every day of the week. Some of the most common code violations addressed by the unit include overgrown grass and landscaping, noise nuisances, improper tree pruning, snipe signs, trash in the right-of-way, improper signage, general property maintenance issues, graffiti, and inoperable vehicles. The city also reviews severe cases and considers them for abatement, where the city will correct the violation when it affects the health, safety, and welfare of the community and charges the owner for the correction. There's a special magistrate hearing held each month for property owners who have been cited and wish to contest their violation or have not timely complied. In 2018, the Code Compliance Unit issued 4,323 violations and 8,869 warnings. Being a unit within the police department allows the Code Compliance Unit to be proactive and responsive in maintaining the highest level of quality of life in our community.
My name is Marcelino Rodriguez, Assistant Division Chief for the City of Pembroke Pines Fire Rescue Department. It is my honor to bring to you some of the highlights of our fire department accomplished in 2018. In general, it was a very productive year as we continue to focus on training and personnel development, firefighter safety, which involves health and wellness, upgrading our equipment and fleet of emergency vehicles. In 2018, we hired 8 recruits and an additional 11 this year to replace retirees. Before I get into a couple of our highlights, I would like to share with you a little more about us. The Pembroke Pines Fire Department is comprised of 233 employees, which includes 24 support personnel, 10 fire prevention personnel, and 199 shift firefighter paramedic EMTs. We have 6 fire stations strategically located throughout the city in order to provide the best response times to our community. Each of our fire stations is equipped with units capable of providing advanced life support care. Last year, we responded to 21,171 alarms, of which 17,638 were medical emergencies. Of those, 10,345 resulted in patient transports to local area hospitals. We also responded to 13 working structure fires within the city, and our fire loss per capita was $6.50. The national average fire loss per capita is $10.70. Another important function to our community is our fire prevention efforts. Our fire prevention division is responsible for reviewing and approving construction plans for building permits, inspecting those projects for code compliance, conducting annual life safety inspections of all businesses within the city, and investigating cause and origin of fires. In 2018, we conducted a total of 11,988 inspections. The Fire Prevention Division is also responsible for promoting life safety through public education, and last year we were able to reach approximately 14,304 citizens through classes and fire station tours. Our fire department is evaluated by ISO, the Insurance Services Office. ISO evaluates all fire departments in the United States. Based on current data, The Pembroke Pines Fire Department is only one of 348 fire departments that has received a Class 1 fire rating out of approximately 29,000 nationwide. We have maintained a Class 1 rating for approximately 20 years. Now, I would like to mention a couple of noteworthy highlights from 2018. Our fire department was awarded a grant by the state in the amount of $600,000 to help construct a new Pembroke Pines Fire Training Facility building, which is currently under construction. The new building is expected to be completed in early of 2020, and it will include 3 large classrooms, offices, locker rooms, and ADA compliant access ramps and facilities. This building will complement our existing training campus, which houses a 5-story tower, gas fields, vehicle extrication props, as well as a flashover simulator. Our department understands the importance of being progressive and visionary. Our mission is to preserve life, protect property, and the environment. Part of how we accomplish this mission is to bring effective fire safety programs to the young children of our community and health and life safety programs to our elderly populations. Other community training programs to look out for are automatic external defibrillator use, hands-on fire extinguisher training, and community hurricane preparedness, just to name a few. Our community risk reduction team is readily available to bring fire and life safety programs to all of our residents and business owners upon their request. As you can see, 2018 was a very busy and productive year for your fire department. Please feel free to contact us if we can be of any further assistance. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Rose Colombo. The city is currently engaged in a sanitation contract with Waste Pro of Florida. This contract runs through May 31st, 2021. The city's agreement with Waste Pro awards this company exclusive rights to residential, commercial, and roll-off sanitation service within our city limits. For a fee of $23.20 per month, residential customers that would be single-family home residents receive the following services. Twice a week garbage pickup service. It is important residents bag their household garbage when disposing it in the green cart, and their cart must be placed out for service before 7 a.m. on their service day and taken back in before 10 p.m. on that same service day. Waste Pro will not remove garbage that has been piled on the ground next to your cart. The garbage pickup schedule and collection rules can be obtained on the city's website. If a resident wishes to receive a second garbage recycling cart, they should contact Waste Pro. Their number is 954-967-4200, and there will be an additional $3 charge per cart monthly. The second service is once a week recycling pickup service. Recyclable items should be placed in your blue cart loose, not bagged, and items should be rinsed and caps removed. The same rules as previously mentioned apply regarding the set out and removal times of your cart. It is important food waste, household hazardous waste, and plastic bags are not disposed of in your recycling cart. The recycling schedule and collection rules can be obtained on the city's website. Twice a month, bulk removal service. Bulk items should be placed at the front of the home at the edge of the street by 7 a.m. on your scheduled collection days. Bulk items such as couches, chairs, mattresses, tables, appliances, and yard debris are collected twice a month. It is important these items are not placed near a mailbox, a utility pole, a vehicle, or under a low-hanging tree. The bulk schedule and correction rules can also be viewed on the city's website. Twice a month household hazardous waste drop-off events. Residents may drop off items such as paint, auto fluids, batteries, insecticides twice a month. The drop-off schedule and a list of acceptable and unacceptable items are listed on the city's website. Commercial and roll-off customers are required to use Waste Pro for sanitation service and should contact Waste Pro regarding rates and delivery scheduling. For residents who live in multifamily communities such as apartments and condominiums, your services will differ and you should contact your property management company for further details. To contact the City of Pembroke Pines Public Services Department, please call 954-518-9000. You may contact Waste Pro at 954-967-4200. And the city's website is ppines.com.
Hello, my name is Christina Sorensen and I am the Director of Recreation and Cultural Arts. Our department has had a pretty exciting year. In the Cultural Arts Division, the Frank C. Ortis Art Gallery and Exhibit Hall has been home to every form of artistic expression, from architectural renderings responding to sea level rise to the interactive technology world of the Wizard of Oz. This multidisciplinary gallery places an emphasis on supporting artists of all backgrounds and abilities, particularly those with disabilities. This year, the Frank partnered with the Broward County Public Schools and Arts for All Florida to host a new Artist in Residence program and an exhibition for public school students with disabilities. Through the Frank's free art making workshops, over 700 members of our community have been able to explore painting, animation, cartooning, African dance, and more. The Cultural Arts Division also offers large-scale interactive family entertainment events for our community to enjoy. The plaza was home to the Summer Symphony series and free outdoor movie screenings of The Wizard of Oz and The Lion King. The city's art festival celebrated the 21st year, including over 80 artisans, a farmer's market, food trucks, workshops, a student art competition with over 180 entries, pop-up artists on the plaza, and great talent on the stage. Studio 18 is continuing to produce amazing shows for the community, such as the annual art competition, which featured over 200 art pieces submitted by residents, Play, the Art of Toys, which is a family fun experience featuring toys, and Generations, a journey through time, which focuses on art throughout the decades. The Cultural Arts Division is also working on some new public art projects, such as the addition of another sculpture at our 9/11 memorial and the wrapping of traffic boxes off Pines Boulevard. The Recreation Division is responsible for bringing our residents our first-rate events. Last year, we held over 35 events. We just celebrated Pines Day, the city's 59th birthday celebration. The out-of-this-world themed event included many activities such as bounce houses, a DJ dance glow party featuring LED robots, 2 interactive planetariums, rides, and vendors. The celebration was topped off with a 10-foot birthday cake and free giveaways for all in attendance. In October, residents came out to the Bouville to show off their costumes and take home over 50,000 pieces of candy. And in December, our 35-foot Christmas tree illuminated the plaza during Snowfest, which included 75 tons of snow for kids of all ages to play in. Taste of Pines continues to be one of the city's most successful events, where 1,200 people enjoyed food and drinks from over 60 vendors and restaurants in our city. This year, the city also embarked on a new partnership with the YMCA involving our special needs programs. The YMCA is now offering an adaptive sports program that provides residents with or without a disability a non-competitive and competitive atmosphere for participants from 4 years old and up. These programs include swim buddies, basketball, volleyball, and a fun run series. The city and the YMCA of South Florida also have collaborated to provide Special Olympics sports such as tennis, swimming, and flag football. The Parks Division continues to work hard to provide parks and facilities to the City of Pembroke Pines residents to express themselves physically and socially. We have replaced both playgrounds at Cinnamon Park with brand new play structures and added an exercise fitness trail. The long-anticipated fire engine was brought back to Fahey Park Playground, and Rose Price Park will feature a new playground by this fall. Chapel Trail Park is in the planning phase for a complete renovation of the soccer fields next year, and we are also laser grading our baseball fields to improve the surface play area for our youth programs, and Pasadena Park was renovated with Bermuda grass just in time for football season. This spring, the city held a grand reopening of the YMCA Aquatic Center, where the city debuted the new, larger, interactive pirate water play structure featuring 3 slides and a dump bucket. Our staff continues to work hard to maintain the city's 35 parks and facilities for all our residents to enjoy. We look forward to continuing to provide a wide variety of leisure, cultural, and educational opportunities for our residents. For more information, be sure to follow the City of Pembroke Pines on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hello, I'm Dan Justino, Director of Emergency Management. On January 16th, we established the Office of Emergency Management to better serve our community. Our mission is the continuous researching of programs and best practices to enhance our emergency management services and municipal security initiatives. The Office of Emergency Management coordinates with our city departments to provide emergency management programs and services to the community. These programs and services involve the 4 phases of emergency management. Mitigation, which is preventing emergencies or reducing the damaging effects. Preparedness, which is developing plans and informing our community how to prepare for emergencies. Response, which is responding to save lives, treat the injured, and prevent further property damage. Recovery, which is implementing plans and procedures to recover from emergencies. As we continue to identify potential hazards and risks to our community, we continue to develop plans and measures that involve these 4 phases of emergency management. We have made and continue to make enhancements to our Municipal Emergency Operations Center. One enhancement is an EOC antenna system for public safety backup communications. This is critical for the backup radio transmissions in the event our primary system is not operational. We've also initiated an EOC ham radio component for an additional communication capability. Workstations in the EOC are being established for our police support and teletype operations in the event of an emergency relocation from the police department. A web page for emergency management topics and resources is being finalized for the city's website. We are continuing to increase the number of Horizon portable traffic signal trailers through our police department. These signal trailers are very beneficial for intersection control during extended power outages. Our Community Services Department secured a grant to purchase a high-capacity generator for our senior center. This generator will provide backup power for the large community room and kitchen facility, assisting our residents during critical times. This was recently installed and is now operational. To assist with situational awareness, we have purchased and equipped our fire department stations with weather stations for monitoring wind speed and direction. This is critical information to our police officers and firefighters responding to emergencies during hurricane events. Our emergency management staff and special response teams have participated in the countywide exercises to maintain readiness for all hazards. Our staff has received updated training for the Web EOC emergency management software and have reviewed and updated our comprehensive emergency management plan. We are also coordinating with our department directors and our charter school principals on numerous initiatives to enhance security in our charter schools and other city facilities. Hurricane preparedness and emergency management presentations were held in the various condominiums throughout our community, and we continue to work with our assisted living facilities on emergency management planning and state law requirements through our fire marshal. Thank you for taking the time to view this video presentation by our staff on the many services and programs provided by the city.
As you just saw, we had a very busy year. Everyone worked so hard to ensure they live up to the trust you placed in us. We are very fortunate to have a great commission, an experienced and dedicated staff, helpful volunteers, and all of you for making Pembroke Pines the special city it is. We are also grateful to our established businesses for continuing to call Pembroke Pines home and helping to thrive our local economy. You all make me very proud to be your mayor. We will continue to build upon our successes and plan for the future. And we will do all in our power to make sure that we don't lose what's great about our city, being an open place, an inclusive place, a place for everyone.